So this is a demo video for the Firefighter Finder project.
I'm Dillon. I'm a computer engineering major at San Jose State University, and I worked on the microcontroller and Firebase database for this project.
Hello, I'm Zijian. I'm a senior in computer engineering. I'll be graduating this May. For this project, I'm working on the GPS part.
Hello, my name is Kurniawan. I'm a graduating senior studying computer engineering at San Jose State University. For this project, I worked on the website front end.
Hey guys, I'm Wong. I'm a graduating senior at San Jose State University, and my part in this project was working on the cloud integration.
Our project is a device that can send various information to a website interface, including GPS coordinates, temperature, and SOS signals. It was built with the intention that it would be used by firefighters. We understand that firefighters sometimes lack sufficient data needed to make their jobs easier. This project was our attempt at trying to fix that. Here is the overall system architecture for the project. On the left, we have the device itself. It has some buttons and a GPS module attached to it. We'll go more into detail about it later. The device collects various data and sends it to the Google Cloud Platform through Wi-Fi. Google Cloud Platform is essentially a hub for Google's online services. Our device is able to connect to these services. We also have an online database using Google's Firebase. This database is actively looking for new info from the Google Cloud Platform. Then, the database pulls information into itself and organizes it. Finally, we have a web application that displays the information in the database in a neat, concise, and user-friendly way. When we first load up the web page, we're greeted to a loading page. Once the main page is done, it'll reveal itself. So we're first greeted to a Google map that covers the majority of the page, and it has many of the main features a normal Google map would have. We have satellite view, normal road map view, we can pan the map, zoom in and out, so on and so forth. We also have a 24-hour clock in the top right hand corner that shows the local machine's clock. On the top we have a couple of drawing features that are useful for the user to use. If we click this icon, we can draw polygons on the map, and each of these shapes can be edited however you need to. We have a simple line tool where you can draw a series of lines. We have a rectangle tool where you can draw rectangles, and we have a circle tool where you can draw circles. If you would like to delete any of these shapes, all you have to do is select one by clicking it. You can see it's highlighted by all the endpoints that you can select, and then click this delete shape button, which will delete and remove the shape. You can do this for any shape. This website front end uses Firebase database in order to store and pull information. Here we have our Firebase database, which contains all the information that we need. On the left hand side of the screen, we have a sidebar menu. When you click this little button, it opens a little sidebar, and we can see most of the functionalities that we can do with the website. First, we have this drop-down menu, which has a list of predefined squad names that are listed in Firebase. So as you can see here, we have everything from Alpha to Golf, and same thing here, Alpha to Golf. For now, we'll pick Foxtrot, and we will hit the import button. When we do this, a list of members will end up on the table, and a series of markers will be associated with each of the members in the table. As you can see in Firebase, we have a new column, a new section rather, that pops up that has every name that we just imported. Right above the table, we have a little search bar if you need to search up any member that has been imported. If you wanted to search up Troy, we would type in Troy. If you wanted to search Luke, you would search Luke. William, Zijian, so on and so forth. On the bottom left hand corner, we have what I call an info corner or an info table, which will display the information of any member you choose. When you hover your cursor over any of the members, their information will appear. So for example, if we hover over Troy, we could see that his name is Troy Kurniawan. He's in the squad Foxtrot, his good status, latitude and longitude coordinates, what floor he is, if he's in a building, and the color of his marker. Similarly, if you hover over any of the markers, you can see the information associated with the marker. If you need to quickly find any of the members in the table, all you have to do is hover over any name, left click, and the map will immediately pan itself and center itself around that marker. So again, we clicked on Troy. Troy will be located right here in the center of the map. And as you can see on the bottom left, it is also Troy. If you wanted to clear out all the members of the table and off the map, you can hit this clear table button and it'll remove all of that. As you can see in Firebase, the active members that were originally here are gone.
So this here is the portable module. On the left here, we have a microcontroller by ST Microelectronics. It is a Wi-Fi enabled board that allows us to send data through a Wi-Fi connection. We have two buttons on this board. We have a black reset button, which will reset the board, and we have a blue button. Pressing the blue button once will publish data once to the Firebase database. Double-clicking it will send information to the Firebase database in 5-second intervals. On the right here, we have a uBlocks GPS module, which allows us to pull GPS coordinates from satellites. Here we have two different buttons. This button right here is the danger button. Pressing it once will send a danger signal to the website front end. This is the floor button, which will change the floor count that is displayed on the website front end. So here we are at our front end once again. For the GPS module demo, we will import alpha. As you can see, we have two members here. We have Luke and Bob. We'll ignore Bob and only focus on Luke because that is what the controller is programmed to send data to. As you can see here on the map, we have two different dots, one of them being Luke and one of them being Bob. So at the moment, our board is set to send information to the database in 5-second intervals. Unfortunately, due to constraints from this specific GPS module, we cannot pull GPS data when indoors. However, it does work outdoors, which we will show you right now. Alright, so we're outside, and Luke here has the GPS module. What he's gonna do is walk over towards that direction, towards the fountain, and we're gonna track the real-time location on our website. So Luke, you can start walking to the fountain. Right here we have us currently, we're right here. And as you can see, this marker, which is Luke, is currently walking in the direction of the fountain. Remember that data is sent every 5 seconds for the GPS module. So Luke made it to the fountain. Now he is currently walking back here. As you can see, the GPS module, its marker is heading back to our position right here. Right now, you can see that the temperature value at the bottom is changing in 5-second intervals. And here you can see in Firebase that the yellow highlighted text is the one that is changing. So here for Luke, the temperature value is changing every 5 seconds. Now we will show the status changing to danger mode. Right now we have Luke as good, and if you see in Firebase, he is also marked as good status. So if we press the danger button now, you can see that Luke's status has now changed to danger, and his marker is bouncing to show that he is in danger. In addition here, Luke's status has been changed to danger. If you press it one more time, Luke's status will change to good. And you can see that the marker has stopped bouncing and his status has been set to good once more. So next we will show the incrementing floor count. As you can see right here, the floor count has been set to 0 initially, and in Firebase you could see that the floor count is also set to 0 up here. Now when we press the floor button once, we can see that Luke's floor count will increment to 1, and it also reflects in Firebase. If we press it one more time, we can see that Luke's floor count will change to 2, and it also reflects on the website front end. So let's import Foxtrot back into the table. And as you can see, Foxtrot has been added into the Firebase database. And now we'll click on this simulation button. When I click on this simulation button, 4 of these members will begin acting on their own. You can zoom out here. There we go. As you can see, these 3 dots in the middle of the campus are beginning to move on their own, as well as 1 member here in the library on its own. These members are Zijian, William, Troy, and Luke. If you hover over any of these members, you can see that their GPS coordinates are changing. Here we're looking at Troy, and on the bottom left we can see that the GPS coordinates are changing in real time, and they are reflected on the map. Same thing with Zijian and Luke. William's coordinates are the same, however his floor count is increasing. You can see that these information is actually being changed within Firebase here. As you can see, the yellow highlighted members are the ones that are being changed. If I look at Luke, you can see that his latitude and longitude coordinates are being changed in real time and reflect on the website front end. What's happening for the simulation is that we wrote a JavaScript code that sends messages to this Firebase and changes it from there. We also wrote another code that searches for any change that has been made to Firebase and reflects it immediately on the website front end. This does demonstrate that any changes made into Firebase reflects immediately on the front end. If we hit simulation stop the simulation, and all the markers stay put. And this concludes the demo video for the Firefighter Finder project.